Let's meet the visiting team, New Orleans Pelicans. At small forward, Herbert Jones. At center, Jonas Valanciunas. At shooting guard, Brandon Ingram. At the other guard position, CJ McCollum. At the other forward position, Zion Williamson. The head coach of the visiting team is Willie Green. Center, 6'11", number 24, Mason Plumlee. At forward, 6'7", number 20, Gordon Hayward. At guard, 6'1" from Louisville, wearing number 3, Terry Rozier. At forward, 6'6", from Michigan State, wearing 0, here's Sky Miles Bridges. Starting at point. 6'6", number 1.
A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Joining me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. I'm Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Zion Williamson can be downright scary when he's getting downhill. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, "You have to have a lot of courage to stand in there because he's coming at you fast, creating collisions. This is a Shaquille O'Neal type of force of nature with a point guard skill set." BA?
Oh, that's well put. Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Charlotte Hornets. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Wednesday, they're off to New York to face off with the Knicks.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
A look at the starting group for the Pelicans. Zion and Valanciunas playing up front. Brandon Ingram out there with CJ McCollum. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. And for Charlotte, Ball and Rozier are the guards. Hayward and Bridges at the small and power forward spots. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. Everyone's still finding their footing in this early part of the season, Grant. How important is it to get off to a really hot start?
Oh, it's so important to get off early to a good start, BA. You really want to build some momentum early. In some ways, it can really set the tone for the rest of the season.
So it's the Pelicans now. After the basket by Charlotte. Valanciunas can't get it to go. Williamson against Plumlee. Pass to Bridges. The 3. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. McCollum against Ball. McCollum, the pass to Williamson. Nails the baby hook.
Such an effective playmaker. You gotta be impressed with CJ's ability to hit open teammates.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
First quarter, just over a minute played.
Back in 2021, Zion Williamson was on a serious hot streak. In 25 consecutive games, he dropped 25 or more points and did it on 50% shooting.
That one drops for him. Bridges has got 7 points in the game.
I like the efficiency here. 3 out of 4 shooting, just taking what the defense gives him.
McCollum with it. Guarded now by Ball. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Well, Zion, when he's on the floor, he has proven he is an efficient player. Others are envious of that.
They are, B.A. They're envious of his shot selection and his point total. He stays aggressive because he knows what his team needs from him. Physical play inside the paint all night long.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And the basket by Bridges.
Coming out hot, 4 out of 5. This could be a big game for him.
McCollum, the pass to Williamson. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game.
The explosiveness gets Zion through the contact. Defender didn't stand a chance.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Down low. And Williamson throws it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. He gets it in there. He's got 11.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. For 3, McCollum. Here's Jones. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
With 4 on the clock. 3 seconds left. And no problem from Williamson as he finishes. Williamson's got 8. Zion Williamson has been on display for the Pelicans. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Hornets Youth team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. We've got Willie Hernangomez, and it's Alvarado in at the point guard.
B.A., it can be tough for a young guy to figure out his game, but Jackson Hayes is making big strides and showing impressive growth.
Here's Alvarado. He's guarded by Washington. To the wing on the left. Inside. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. To the paint. Here's Martin. And he buries his first look. Smithy Hayes definitely seems eager to make a larger impact on the floor.
You know what I like, B.A.? His raw energy. Any chance he gets to show off what he can do, he takes it. It's hard to find that kind of relentless hustle.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Rozier. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
Check out Rozier striking from mid-range. Maybe catching the defense off guard a little.
Pass to Daniels. To the middle. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Rozier, the pass to Martin. And it's Charlotte with another.
Keeping his head up and staying patient. This is what you love to see from Rozier as a playmaker.
Pass to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
The Hornets have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start of the second. Martin with the bucket.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
The Pelicans trail. 50 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Smitty, the challenges of being a small market team are very real for the Pelicans.
You know, it's tough to attract big-name talent or get stars willing to invest in your franchise. BA, but the Pelicans are doing what they can to overcome it.
It's clear Charlotte has the pieces in place to make noise in the league for years to come.
Yeah, no question, BA. They got one of the best young rosters in the NBA. And they're balanced. They play tremendous team basketball. Fun to watch.
Here's Ingram. After the basket by Charlotte. That one is off. Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Pelicans foul.
Miles Bridges checked in for Washington. And the Pelicans also making a change. Zion Williamson is checked in for Hernan Gomez. Here's Ball. Really had his troubles in that loss to San Antonio. Just couldn't find his rhythm.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
There's McCollum with the 3. Hornets with the rebound. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans.
They won both games against this club last season. Would love to repeat that this time around.
That one goes in.
He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
Oh, got a piece of it. Hayward with a steal. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Hornets leading by 7. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And for that matchup with the Jazz, they've certainly got their work cut out for them. They'll have to be at their absolute best to get the win. That includes the second unit and the rest of the bench. It's all hands on deck.
And now let's focus on our game. A strong first half for the Hornets.
They're in control so far because of their shot selection. Very patient, waiting to get the shots they want.
And they got some great scores over there, too. Terrific first half offensively. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Well, you look at Miles Bridges. Man, has he been playing well.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
Rozier out on the wing with Hayward. Mason Plumlee out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Ball in at the point. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Pass to Williamson. And here's Ingram outside. On target from range. Ingram's got his first 3 points of the game.
With a look that good, Ingram is so consistent. Defense, you have to keep a closer eye on him.
Knocks it down from distance.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Shots good by McCollum.
C.J. McCollum is so crafty at finding ways to capitalize inside. What a play.
New Orleans foul call.
So for the Hornets, Williams is checked in for Plumlee, and Washington is subbed in for Bridges. Hayes is checked in for New Orleans.
Substitution on the court.
1:56 left in the third quarter. And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul. Graham's checked in for New Orleans.
Pelican substitution.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Tons of hype around the LaMelo Ball, the 3rd overall pick in 2020. Just like you, Grant.
Yeah, although the draft was a little different back in my day. But let me tell you, B.A., there is so much pressure being a top 3 pick. It's really impressive that LaMelo has lived up to the lofty expectations.
Well, New Orleans shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. To the wing, right side. Graham for 3. And again, New Orleans, no good. The Hornets with a lead. Williams from long range drains the triple.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Pass to Valanciunas. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Rozier. All right, let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads. Charlotte, 4th.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. From deep. McCollum's shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Washington finds Williams. Sinks that one from the post. And now it's a 12-point Hornet lead.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
New Orleans is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Though Devontae is a natural-born scorer, he's developed into a solid playmaker as well.
Here's Washington. He's defended by Hayes. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. First free throw is good. Charlotte making some changes. McDaniels is checked in for Williams. Martin comes in for Hayward. And it's Oubre in for Rozier. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Nance. To the right side. Oh, there's the alley.
When he was in the G League, Daniels proved he was an effective passer, so we know he can spot an open man for sure.
2 on the clock, and Ball throws it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Hornets out in front. They lead by 12. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Come on, everyone.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. Zion Williamson out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Herb Jones. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Alvarado in at the 1. And here's the fast break. Here's Ball. Nice shot from the wing. Ball's got 11 in the second half.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Charlotte has gone 5 of 8 from outside the 3-point line in this one. Here's Oubre. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. And the Hornets lead by 14.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And the Hornets call time here. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game. LaMelo Ball.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best.
I love how efficient Zion is, dependable at picking smart shots to take.
Outstanding dribble drive, and that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, trying to close that gap is going to hinge on plays like this one, creating high percentage looks right inside.
For New Orleans, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. To the inside, Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Flashing his vertical there, Williamson really makes dunking look so effortless. He's special.
Here's Bridges, and here are the Hornets with another bucket.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Williamson takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Williamson's got 20 points.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Hornets.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for LaMelo Ball.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
And here's Oubre from the arc. And the Hornets, another 3.
This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Hayward, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Sometimes it's the little things. Hayward doing his part on the glass.
Defensive foul.
That free throw good from Hayward. And it's New Orleans ball. Down by 15. Oh, hammer it home!
Ooh, that hurt. With the reputation of a highlight reel dunker, Zion's always ready to put on a show.
It's good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. So long, everybody.
Siempre positivo no quitamos. Tú nunca fuiste mío, no reclames.